This video is a focus session. We'll be following a checklist that's going to be the fastest way to get you to 10, 15, 20K a month selling AI automations. We'll be following this checklist. We'll be covering what's the easiest AI thing to sell right now, how to choose only one service based on your competencies and specialize, how to pick a niche or not. This is optional. Why everything works a lot better when you are not a complete online nobody. Understand what gets people to take action. How to position yourself to get a small yes and convert these into appointments. How to structure your pricing and offers. And how to get leads from saying yes to free leads or free whatever you're offering to yes to buying your services. And what you should do first and foremost. What's the easiest AI thing that are selling right now? This is everything that solves burning problems. AI sales platforms that solves the problem of more leads. Where if you speak to leads often or come businesses very often, you will hear the same thing. We need more leads. We need better leads. This is what keeps coming back. And the AI helps to tackle that challenge. AI sales platform lead generation, that's the more leads problem, and this is especially relevant in the B2B world, and I will show you how in a second. And content automation, that's the more content problem and more eyeballs problem. And as you can see, all of those things, they are evergreen. So whether we use AI or else, or if AI is going to replace what we do, this is going to stay. So here we are not building stuff that's going to be in a couple of months, or that can be taken over by OpenAI or whoever this is. We are building stuff that's based on real life problems and problems that are there to stay. We are just making it a lot easier for businesses to work around those problems and find, first of all, how to choose one service based on your competencies and specialize. Here you see we have a color code. Green is easy, orange is a little bit difficult, and red is very difficult. If you are not comfortable with tech, you are going to be selling what I call the cold emailing machine. That's to generate more leads for B2B businesses. And you can sell the AI sales platform using SMSs and WhatsApp for customer service automation. This is speed to lead. This is a process that handles leads as they come in to qualify them. It's not necessarily just booking appointment. It's making sure that they get better leads and a faster response time, that they are actually on top of their lead lists and that none of them slip through the cracks. It requires to set up rather follow-up sequences, but this is pretty straightforward to do. If you are comfortable with tech, you can do those two things, but on top of that, you can add the cold calling lead gen AI and the UGC video creator. And if you're an expert, you can provide all of those services and the content machine. Now I'm going to break down the different tools that you can see and you can understand what we are doing here. First, the cold emailing machine. The cold emailing machine uses an enrichment process. We get a list of leads, and then we get AI to tell us exactly what does the lead need, and then contextualize the conversation, that we can get the AI to craft different of emails, and we can expect an answer rate, a reply rate, anywhere between 2 to 10% if the lists are really good. That generates more B2B leads, and this is a very easy sell because these are leads that they wouldn't have otherwise. The next one is an AI sales platform. The AI sales platform does a lot of things. It's mainly conversational AI that manages leads as they come in. For instance, we lead conversations using SMSs and WhatsApp. And this is all connected to N8N so that we can use different APIs, different knowledge bases, and make those conversations a lot better than if we were just to use Go High Level. That's the AI sales platform. Here, as you can see, this manages conversations, this books appointment. That creates different cold coding processes. This creates different emails. This enriches the leads. And this creates different sequences for SMSs and WhatsApp. This reactivates leads if people have different lead lists that they might think have potential, that we use that to reactivate those leads, otherwise known as DBR. The next one is a cold coding agent. A cold coding agent is actually using an enricher, but then we use Vapi or Blend.ai in order to place those phone calls. And then we have different qualifying processes and different tagging systems. And then at the back of that, we plug the AI sales platform that if shows interest during the outbound call, then we can book an appointment and follow up. So this one is a little bit more. The other product that you can sell is the management database. Let me just show you what that looks like. This is a big Airtable database. And here we have different creators that we can scrape. And then based on the most successful content, we get the AI to create different IDs. And then we turn those IDs into different formats. We create new videos, we create new Twitter cards, we create UGC videos, and that's all connected with NIN as well. That one is a lot more. This is only if you're advanced and only if you have a network, because this is not something that you can easily explain using ads or cold emailing, for instance. You need to make sure that you're actually focusing on stuff that you can sell. You should definitely choose one and focus. There is an equivalent amount of money to be made from each of those automations. We'll see the pricing a bit later. Each of those, they require to actually master them. They require tweaking, optimizing, and becoming an expert. You don't want to start everything. You just pick one and focus on that one. Next, how to choose a niche. Choosing a niche is actually optional. If you already have a network, you can choose within your network different niches. You can start with a niche that you know and the verbiage that they use and the kind of problems that they have. This is optional because everything we do is hyper anyway. If you look inside the workflows here, everything is designed that we always get it right. It's impossible to craft a message or craft an email that doesn't hit the target. Even if we get the niche wrong, the research is thorough, we'll still send the message that hits the target. Now I'm going to tell you what are the different niches that are working best for B2C. As you could see in the previous slides, we have products that are designed for B2B. For instance, the cold emailing machine, that's more designed primarily towards B2B. And some of the stuff is more designed towards B2C, like the AI sales platform, for instance, works a lot better for B2C. But you need to, again, pick one, choose, focus, and then choose the niche accordingly. For B2C, online courses and consulting, that definitely works very well. Online therapists and coaching programs, that works a lot. Mortgages, insurance, even though insurance can be a little bit complicated, especially if you want to work on a performance basis or at least have a percentage of that contract closed. You need to structure the deal differently, and I will show you how a bit later. Home improvement, that works well. Just make sure that you actually choose companies that are big enough, otherwise the actual business owner will be on the field working and you're not going to get any answers to your emails. Travel, real estate, and luxury real estate and law. But here you need to pay attention to the legal environment. Make sure that you can actually use whatever you're going to use to contact those leads. Niches that are working best for B2B, SaaS, as a service, or primarily designed towards B2B, obviously. Think about HR, CRMs, and stuff like that. Cybersecurity, startups, marketing agencies, and IT services. These are the niches that I found to be working the best. Obviously, there are other niches, like for instance, in the B2C, you can go after elderly services that works really well, like elevators, non-slippery showers, and stuff like that. But this is already a very good start. What I want to mention here is that everything works a lot better and your outreach is going to be a lot better if you're not a complete online nobody. You need to make the effort and you need to create a YouTube channel. I'm talking from experience. I only have 700 subscribers on my channel and I get contracts and clients off of that. You don't need to have a huge audience. You don't even need to master YouTube or do fancy editing or anything. You just need to get it done and then put it online. You need to post different kind of VSLs. VSLs stands for video sales letter. This is just you answering different frequently asked questions and demonstrating why your service is helpful to a business. And you need to make sure that you link the channel into your email signature. That's really important. And again, I'm talking from experience because this is what I do. And that's working for me. There is no way it shouldn't work for you. So now we are going to see what gets people to take action and what actually gets them to reply to your emails or messages or click on your ad. People tend to make that very complicated, but in fact, this is very simple. People always want more of what they already have. In business, it's always more leads or more sales, and you need to use the exact verbiage that they use in their own job. For instance, if you are going after real estate, you're going to offer more house listings. In your email or in your message or in your ad, you're going to say, can we send more house listings your way? See, that makes it very difficult for them to say no. Energy, can we send more quotations your way? Insurance, can we send more insurance premiums your way? And so on and forth. For mortgage, it's mortgage applications. Automotive is test drive bookings. More patients appointment for healthcare, hospitality, more booking reservations, education, more course enrollment. You just need to make it very difficult for them to say no. If you're offering to send more quotations their way, why would they say no? They'll give you a small yes. When they give you that small yes, you need to convert it into an appointment. And the good thing is that you will be selling the exact system than the one you've used to get their attention. They've experienced it firsthand. They already know that you will be offering more of what they already have. It's that easy for them to understand. Moving small yeses and convert them into appointment is very simple. You've offered more of what they need, and you just need to convince them to jump on a call with you so that you can get them set up, and then you can discuss the pricing, and you can offer those free leads. And I will show you a way to offer those free leads, or at least to deliver on the promise to deliver those free leads. Now we are going to talk about how to structure the pricing and offers. You should never work on a performance basis, and I will emphasize on that. This is really important because performance base only makes you desperate and incompetent. They'll even think that the system is. You can work on a performance basis only if this is within your close professional circle or by recommendation, and that you know the sales process and you know that they can actually deliver on closing the sale, which will be remunerated upon. Otherwise, just don't do it. The best deal structure is one that's actually aligned with your client's interest and your interest. It needs to be a good deal for both parties. Inside the community, we had an interesting discussion here where Eric got in touch with a company and he offered to work without a setup fee and without a monthly fee, just on a performance basis for 12.5% on closed sale. The thing is that the client replied that each lead costs them $40 and that they close 20% for an average sale between $3,500 to $4,000. If they were to take Eric up on that deal, they would actually make a lot less than if they were to get new leads. This is definitely not a good deal because they are currently spending $200 to acquire one paying client. It would cost them $460 to get the same client coming from their old database. As you can see, this is a super bad deal. You can't close that really. My suggestion was the one that I always do, the pricing structure with a setup fee, a monthly fee, and a commission on sale. So you can see that averages out to be a rather good deal for these two because the commission isn't too bad. That's $2,500 a month. Here you only need 4 clients like that to make $10,000 a month. This is a good deal for the client and this is a very good deal for you too. As I've mentioned, you always need to make sure that the client are paying significantly less when they take you up on that offer, and that you can demonstrate tangible cost, time saving. Don't use a simulator because people don't really relate to what they see on a simulator. They need to see it physically. They need a tangible, like getting rid of an employee, even if that's bad. But this is very tangible. The best pricing structure is a setup fee plus a monthly retainer and a percentage on appointments or on sale. The pricing structure, the cold emailing machine starts at $1,500 setup fee plus $5,500 monthly recurring revenue for 10,000 contacted leads. Obviously, you can increase that and increase the monthly fee. This is designed to cover list acquisition and plus a cost per appointment. Your revenue potential is uncapped, and that's really important. The AI sales platform that starts at $1,500 plus $500 monthly fee. And again, you need to charge a fee per appointment or per qualified lead, and that you need to define it depending on volume. Cold calling, this is the same. This is a setup fee plus a monthly fee plus communication costs plus a cost per appointment or per qualified interested lead. UGC video, this starts at $1,500 plus monthly retainers for tools, support, and that's based on volume. And the content machine, you can't really sell it for less than $3,000 because this is a lot of work and you need to invoice a chunky retainer for that. It's really important. My recommendation is that you should never work for clients that are bringing you less than $2,500, so that it only takes 4 clients to get to 10K. And using the systems that I'm providing inside the community, this is actually very achievable in a short period of time. You just need to pick a service, make sure that you become an expert in that service, stick to it and focus, and you will definitely get to that within. I wouldn't be able to give you a time range, or I'm not going to do all those YouTubers saying, yeah, you're going to get 50 grand in the next 30 days. I don't know. You need to invest the time, you need to commit, you need to implement, you need to push. That's not down to the services. It's not down to the teaching or what you're learning. That's down to you. You are provided with the stuff. You just need to push and implement that you can achieve your intended result. Now we are going to see how to get leads from saying yes to free leads to say yes to buying your services. In the previous slides, we've seen that we were always offering more of what they already have, more house listings, more mortgage applications, more patient appointments, and so on and forth. Now we actually need to deliver on the service and deliver on the promise. There are a few ways to do that. When this is a US-based client, we install a pixel tracker called customers.ai that gives them 500 free leads. It discovers the website visitor's email address. Not everyone, obviously, 15 to 20%, as I've mentioned, but clients see the result firsthand. The other is to deduct the first 3 leads of your percentage on appointments or on close. They still pay for the setup fee and the retainer, but they are not paying for the first leads for your commissions. Just to make it clear, we are simply scaling up what we already did to get in touch with the client. They've already experienced the system. They've already touched it, felt it. They already see how it works. Just to make it clear that the system that you are using and the system that you are selling needs to be exactly the same. If you're getting in touch with leads to sell cold emailing services, you're going to use cold emailing system. If you are going to use the AI sales platform, you are going to use that to sell that. It needs to be linked, and that's really important. Especially when you're just beginning, you don't have case studies, or you don't have testimonials, or you don't have YouTube videos or anything. The clients need to trust you, and to trust you, the best way is to actually demonstrate that it works. And they are a living proof that it works because they've responded and you've landed a meeting with them using that exact same service. That's really important, but that's working really well. When you are a little bit more advanced in the process, you can cross-sell, use the cold emailing service to sell the AI sales platform. But that means you need to know the angle, know the niche, know what they need more of, that you can actually promote it. Now we are going to see what you should do first and foremost. First, you need to get a Go High Level account. Inside the checklist, there will be a link here. You just take that link and then create an account. And here you will deploy a snapshot. Just click on the link, which will be there, and you will have the exact same snapshot deployed. Without Go High Level, you can't actually do what we are doing. We use it for everything, for AI, SMSs, WhatsApp conversations, appointment booking, tagging processing, follow-up sequences, cold emailing, cold calling, enriching leads, reactivating database, etc., etc. You need that. You need to have an N8N account. Same, you just need to click on this link to get an N8N cloud account, or click on the self-hosted to get the step-by-step process to deploy N8N within your own server. If you're just starting out, I recommend going with the cloud version. There will be a lot less messing around and you will be up and running a lot faster. Next, you just need to follow the checklist. If you are doing cold emailing, you just follow along here. How to sell it, who to sell it to, how much to sell it for, and then buy the domains, create the inboxes, warm up the inboxes, etc., etc. That's the blueprint to get you started really quickly. And as I've mentioned, the services that you are currently deploying using that checklist are the exact same services that you are selling. And we have problems that are evergreen problems: more leads, better quality leads, more qualified leads, more content, and more eyeballs. That's it for the presentation. I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you inside the communities.